Father Taylor here on a lovely Thursday, August 22nd, and it's time for your weekly EBlast. So first of all, here's some things which are new that are coming your way that you have to act quickly. Amanda had a conversation with the principal down at Terriffill School, and the teachers need some supplies. So you will see an ad that looks like this in the EBlast. And these are items that the teachers don't necessarily get. Sometimes they have to scrub around and find them on themselves. So dry erase markers, travel tissue packs, cap erasers, pencils, all kinds of things that are here that they need that we want to put together to bless the teachers. And so those things have to arrive by Wednesday. We have to give them over to the school Wednesday, August 28th, which means you have to hustle. So please take a picture of the ad that I just showed you. That's on your computer screen. Take a picture of that. Run up to the store and grab a bunch of those supplies so that we can bring them over to the school. So that's all for every teacher over at the Terriffill School. So that's a school supply bonus welcome for the teachers there on. But we have to have it in before we take them over on August 28th. That's next Wednesday. So a big hustle to help out the Terriffill School. Second thing coming up is on September 8th, on that Sunday, we will be having in our service a blessing of all the kids and the teachers who are going back to school. So if you know families, they might even be families who go to our church, but you should invite them. Say, hey, I just want to make sure that you know about this on September 8th. Bring your kids in because we're going to ask God's blessing and protection on them for their new year. So that's a kids' blessing. Remember, we used to call something like blessing of backpacks. We're cutting to the chase. We're not blessing the backpacks. We're blessing the kids. So we're blessing the kids on September 8th. Also, a reminder that on September 14th, coming up pretty quick, is the last luau. Now, why do we have events like this? Well, they're fun, that's true, but there are also ways that we can invite people in the community who don't go to our church to come and just do a little come and see. They come as close as, depending on the weather, outdoors or indoors, but that's on September 14th. You might say, well, I'm not much of I don't like that music. Well, they play all kinds of music, but the idea isn't like, this isn't just for you. This is for you to invite someone to. We would like to fill the parking lot up. I think we had, I don't know, 90 people, 85 people, something like that, 100 people last year. We'd like to do a little better than that. It's a great band. It's not a pickup band. These guys play professionally. Last Friday, they were at Theodore's, which is the all-time blues club in Springfield. This weekend, they're at Black Eyed Sally's, which is Hartford's #1 for entertainment for bands, entertainment, and particularly blues bands. They play more than blues, but I'm just saying. So this is not a bunch of just a kind of rando guys coming who might sing some songs. This is an actual band that usually you come in there. There's either a cover charge or an expect. Sometimes there's a charge to get in. So anyway, this is free, and it's for you to bring friends. You should also think about bringing your own hamburger meats and stuff, so we don't have to buy as much on our own, but that's on September 14th, starting around 5 to 7, rain or shine. Beautiful day outdoors. We will have it outdoors in the parking lot. Cold, rainy, it'll be indoors up in the hall. So that's on September 14th. Also, just as we're keeping reminders going, on the 15th, the next Sunday, that's when we start our newcomers class. So if you have not been to this class before, a class which has 3 weeks, what is a Christian, what is an Episcopalian, and what is a member. If you haven't been to that, you need to come just to understand what are we all about here at Trinity, what makes Trinity a little bit different. So need to become to that. Okay, last announcement has to do with the sanctuary and furniture. So I don't think it started after I got here, but when I arrived, I realized that there's always a traffic problem when we have to have our contemporary band shoved in over there by the piano. Some guys are out there by the door. Sometimes it gets the aisle messed up. You know, you walk by a drummer. I mean, it's just kind of crazy that we know that for 2 to 3 Sundays a month, we will have band, but we have no place to put them. And so they're always kind of scrounging for positions, and it affects the sound, but it also affects our ability for people to come and move back and forth around communion. So to that end, we have been talking now for several years with all the people that are involved in this, including church maintenance people and all of the Paula, Kathy, people that have put on the music. And we have determined that we are going to have a trial of removing one pew that we will replace with chairs like you see, like the really nice chairs that the choir sits in. Well, that first pew, that as you come in by the piano, we're going to remove that little wall that's there that has hymn books and stuff. And we will put in chairs so that if the band isn't playing, we still have a front row and they can have all the books under the seats. It's all, you know, we don't lose anything. It's just going to look different. And so what we're going to do is, for temporarily, we're removing that first pew and we are not getting rid of it. But we're going to try it out for a couple of weeks and just to see how it works. And so we want you to know about it so you're not surprised, like, hey, what happened? So we're letting everybody know that in a couple of weeks, not this week, not the next week, but in 3 Sundays, we will be, you'll come in that front pew, that little half pew, that the only people I ever see sit there are the folks who are in the CWT when they're performing. They often sit there. And then if we have a burial service, sometimes the family gets put in there. So we're going to not losing any seats per se, because we can fill in with chairs, but we're just trying to create more space so the band doesn't have to, be in the aisle. It's a trial. Maybe they need more space. I'm not exactly sure, but we've talked about it for years. And now we're going to give it a try in 3 weeks. So just letting you know, so you'll be ready for that. All right. Work started today on our lift. Technically, it's called a lift. It's not an elevator, but they were bringing in parts and beginning to do the disassembling of parts and putting in things. So be praying that this actually works, that they don't run into some kind of crazy, problem that we haven't seen, but they're able to pull off the full repair, and perhaps, God willing, after a long delay, we will be able to use the lift again. So be praying for that coming up. So lots coming up for our church. Just want you to be aware of that. So look for this. You'll have to hustle out to the store and bring those in. Nanda is in charge of that. You can bring all that stuff in. And we're just kind of looking for the 28th. That's when all the stuff has to be in by. We have to have the back to school blessing is on September 8th. The last luau that you're inviting your friends to come to, September 14th. And new member classes starting on September 15th. That's plenty for now. So God bless you. And we look forward to worshiping together this weekend.